right, good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Dengard. Wanted to get out here on your guys' job site, show you kind of what we've been working on and what we're looking forward to working on over the next couple weeks here. As you can see from the outside of the house, we got the exterior paint pretty much done here, maybe just some touch-ups here and there to complete, but that's for another time later on in construction here. But the next thing I'm really looking forward to getting done here is your driveway. I think you guys are going to be super happy over here in the cul-de-sac with the driveway. You guys have a really nice looking driveway. Try to do the best I could, you know, as far as making it work with all the trees and stuff. I think that's a really cool feature here in the yard. It wraps around to the front of the cul-de-sac there, nice and wide, and then it ties into your sidewalk on the left and right there. So pretty cool stuff. I'm looking forward to getting that done. But back to the house here. Let's get you guys inside and show you what we've been working on. All right, so first things first, as you can see, we are still waiting on that water heater to show up. The water heater comes in at the same time your plumbing fixtures and everything come in. Not the end of the world that we don't have it yet. We just haven't hit that point of construction quite yet, but we are definitely getting close. But really exciting stuff. We are almost complete with the flooring here. As you can see here in the great room, they got all the cardboard in the kitchen. All that stuff is pretty much complete. Just a few areas here and there left to complete. I think they might have ran a little bit short on the hardwood. I got to reach out to the vendor and find out when they're going to get the rest of the hardwoods installed. But essentially what this sets us up for next week is we're going to be able to get in here and install the shoe mold around the baseboards here. So typically I like to have the hardwoods all the way completed, but once I find out the ETA on the rest of the material, I may or may not hold off on that. But let me get in here. I'm going to get these guys to turn the music down a little bit so you guys can hear me okay. Let's see if we can find this guy just to let him know that we're doing some work in here. Hey, señor. Ten cuidado para la música. All right, so let's go ahead and complete the rest of the walkthrough here. I'll get back downstairs, show you what we got going on. Obviously, we got the carpet pretty much wrapped up. These guys are just starting to wrap up inside here, so they should be done with the carpet today. But the kitchen's coming along really nice. They just have to come in, grout the tile. Cabinets look really good. Microwave's installed. They just got to hook up the direct vent now up there. So coming along pretty well. Right now, this is again what I call the fit to finish stage of the house. So we're pretty much on the tail end of that. Once we see those plumbing fixtures get going, that's always a good time frame to get in here and start completing my punch work. So I'll come in, do a nice long inspection on the house, send out a pretty big punch list for the trades to come back if there's any punch work or stuff they have to touch up to get done. They'll be back. We usually give them about a week time frame to come in and do any sort of punch work. We're also going to be working on paint and drywall point up. So as you guys can see on the walls, we've already come through and done some drywall point up. There's going to be a lot more point up that we have to do even after they come through and take care of all this stuff for me. We actually do paint and drywall a couple more times after they do this little touch up here. I'll have the opportunity to come in and do what we call a blue and green tape process, where I come in, spend a couple hours in the house, tape up the house for the stuff that I find, and then they'll come back and do all the paint and drywall point up that I pointed out for them prior to our pre-closing orientation. So again, my goal is to try to be as presentable as possible, about 98% complete, for you guys to come in, orient yourselves to the house. We got a lot of cool stuff to talk about when we bring you in for that meeting, so I want to try to be as ready as possible. And then after that, we come in once more for the final time to actually complete paint and drywall point up for the last time. Another thing we got worked on today was the HVAC system, so hopefully we will have AC in here relatively soon. I was hoping to actually have that completed today, but I think they might have ran into an issue with the startup, so I think they'll be out here Monday to get that started up for us, but not the end of the world. Let's get you guys back upstairs here. Get out of everybody's way. Excuse me, bud. Got it. All right, so we got the loft area here. Again, as you can see, we're waiting on some supply grills to be installed. Again, not the end of the world, but that's something that probably won't make it to my punch list. I'm sure they'll get in here and get that stuff done before I have to put it on a punch list, but not doing too bad here. Stuff like that, the hardware is going to get installed on all the doors. Doors that the tile guys took off to install the tile, those are all get reinstalled. But we're coming along pretty well here. We actually do a rough clean process on the house a few times throughout the rest of construction here, prior to my inspections and prior to you guys coming in for the walkthrough. And after we've done our walkthrough, we do basically paint, drywall, final, and we'll do a final clean on the house also. So got the guest bath here. Got shelving and mirrors that still have to get installed. Again, that's all just part of our fit to finish process, but hopefully next week we see those get installed. I'll peek into the laundry room here. And then of course the master bedroom. This is probably my favorite feature of this specific model of home, really because of the sitting room there. Master bedroom, ton of natural light that you guys get in here. Not only is it a ton of space just in the master bedroom here, but you get that sitting room, which is also just a really cool feature. I think it's probably my favorite feature of this specific house. Just really makes that master bedroom stand out, so I'm a huge fan. And of course, we'll get you guys over here into the master bath. You can see that the tile is done. We're ready for that shower door install. I think he's actually on for Monday to install that. Looks like we got one vanity light to install for you there. I'm not sure why they don't have that installed yet, but might have just been on back order. And of course, you got the his and hers closets here. And then right here is where the water closet is, where that toilet's gonna sit. And of course, you got a linen closet there. But yeah, so over the next couple weeks, like I said, we're just going to be wrapping up with the fit to finish, and then we're going to be getting the house ready for some of the inspections that we go through. We're going to get ready for my inspection where I come through, create my big punch list, and send it out to the vendors. So yeah, we're going to be wrapping up our fit to finish, and then we're going to be pretty much just getting ready for our pre-closing orientation. I'm really looking forward to getting you guys out here and meeting you guys on site, doing a quick little walk through the house. If you guys ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, call, text, shoot me an email, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I'll probably be reaching out to you here relatively shortly to make sure we got that pre-closing orientation on schedule, make sure everybody's copacetic with the timeline on that. But other than that, that's pretty much all I got to show you this week. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Hope you guys have an excellent rest of your Friday on into the weekend, and I will see you on the next update.